Hi, welcome to another video here on Aura Sims. I'm Kiki, and today we're going to do a stuff pack room build. And I'm actually on the main map right now because I don't know where I want to go to do it as of yet, just because I don't know what kind of pack we're doing. As I found out with the lovely little patio that I did for Halloween, I kind of want to go ahead and maybe just see what I'm going to get first before we jump into it. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the stuff pack. Please ignore that lovely humming in the background. That is my older than dirt PC. And we're going to spin and see what we're going to get, because if we get another backyard sort of thing, I want to put it on a separate lot. So let me see here. Okay, so it's the Moschino stuff. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and seeing as that's just Moschino stuff, I'm going to go right back into this one here that I already have a couple in, including the lovely little yard that I had set up so I could actually set it up or send it to the gallery. So we will have to make a room, but I want to first see what we have in it for this particular stuff pack, and that way we can go ahead and figure out what we want to do with it. Bring out some items, take a look at it, see what's going on. Now, I did change the outside. Originally, I had just the actual, for this one right here, the actual back room, I had a bunch of nice stuff around it, but because of the fact that it won't let me load up the whole thing on there, I had to change it, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I might have to just change it back again while I send up the entire lot back to, or when I upload the entire lot to the gallery. So let's go find the stuff pack we're doing, and that's this one right here. Moschino. Okay. Oh, so it looks like, okay, it looks like we're going to be doing a little studio. So that's pretty nifty. So I'm going to take everything out. We'll see what we got here. Let me go ahead and, before I forget, let's do move objects on and testing cheats. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so this is just to get everything in here. I want to make sure I have all the good. And we need to make sure we're going to have a good theme. Now, I'm trying to think of all the stuff that I've actually done before, because I don't remember. I mean, I've done yellows, I've done pinks, blues, green, and I kind of want a little bit of variety. So here it looks like, does that connect to that? It does. Okay. Huh. Okay. We might have to figure something out with that, but I will take a look at everything again. This is not going to be a very small space. I wonder if I should do 2 spaces here. Oh, probably should move that down here so I know that it exists. Wait, what is that? It's a fashion mark. Okay. So something to put on there. All right. And we got this. I got a nice, beautiful portrait. And is there other variants? Oh, okay, that's cool. And there's red. I kind of like red and black. Kind of looks kind of sleek. Like it could be fun. So this is everything. And I do like the red and black on there. I might look at a different color, but I don't think I've actually done that. So let's go ahead and build a room, because I don't know what the size of the room is going to be. Let's see. I think kind of giving it the warehouse vibe. I kind of like the warehouse. I wonder if I can do a second floor. I don't know if I can do a second floor. Because that would be nice. Just get a little bit of a second floor. That would be kind of nice. Can I actually add stairs in here to see if I can take off that? Do something sleek. I like this. Oh, that's, yeah, that's, no. Yeah, no, let's go ahead and click the room. We'll do it a medium or small room, because then we can do the medium or small. Now, let's see here. Looks like it's affecting this one over here, so we're going to ignore that, though. We've already done that one. We don't need to worry about that. So let's move this over. Maybe put this over here. And maybe we can do a second story. Okay, let's go up. Now, I don't want this section here, but let me go put a floor down. Maybe something separate. this. And then, no, we'll just do a whole thing like this. No, hold on. That's not what I'm trying to do. What the heck? I think I pushed the wrong button. That's probably why. I don't know if this is going to work the way I want it to, quite honestly. But let's see. Okay, we got that. Now let me go ahead and move this one over like this. We'll just do it like that. Okay. If I get rid of the floor, does it like just get rid of it? Get rid of it? No, it doesn't. Okay. Do this, move it over like that. Okay, so we can still see right down below. Okay, can I put a floor in? I think I want something sleek, like a nice little sleek floor. Can I do this one in black? I kind of like the idea. No, they won't let me. Why not? Must be applied to floor. Well, why won't you let me do it on the grid? What the heck? What the heck? Can I do a little like platform floor like this? Ooh, let's see. There we go. So it goes to that. Because I kind of want an office area up top. And that should work there. Let's go ahead and do full walls. This way. There we go. And it probably looks a little funky on the outside, doesn't it? No, it actually looks completely normal. Okay, cool. That's what we want. I just want a little section up here, kind of like the dress up offices, and then I go down and do the shoot, and it'd be kind of fun. So let me get a nice little fence in. Do we have just something that would be good? Now, honestly, if I had the other ones here, it probably would be a little easier because I'd be able to find something that would be a little bit more like modern, I would think. Because I want something open. Is this one going to like a black? It's not the one I want. The iron is too small. This would be easier if I had all the packs connected, but I don't because I'm doing a let's play. I don't want it white though. A little privacy. You know what? Let's do that one. Just because I think that with like a little bit of privacy for whoever's up there would be good. I don't think I could change this now that that's like that. But, let's see here. Let me actually get rid of this. Oh, bruh. Okay. Let's go ahead and... I like the openness of it though. So I think I'm going to do... Nope. We're going to move you right here. There we go. Okay. There we go. Just like that. Nice little black. And this way you can look down, see what's going on. You get that little privacy though, but it's a nice little balcony that can overlook what's going down on the floor there. And then we need an actual floor. I wonder if there's like something like marble. Is there like a marble floor? I don't know if there's marble in this thing. That's a sophisticated tile. We're just going to use something that's dark. I kind of like the dark. There's nothing really I can say about it's like working pretty nicely. Missed a little bit here. Okay. Now I will be putting lights in because it's a big space. I mean, like if you look at it, it's a pretty big space, and this is what we're working with right there. Can I change the foundation look so that way there's like something black to it, or does this actually just give you like? No, I don't think you can actually use that on those. Do they have platform trims? I want this one, but I want this one in like, maybe a red kind of goes with the room, because I was going to do red and black, and that might be good. This would be better, like I said before, if I had some lights. Let's go get some lights in here. Now we go into the dining room. I don't know why I find that the easier. I just don't like to go out of my way to be like, Now I can do this down here, but I'm going to do it down here so that way I can see just in the corners and maybe a little right there. Okay. These ones are bigger. Stuff packs are so... Oh, that's going to drive me crazy. Stuff packs are nice because there's a lot more that you can work with, but let me see. Do I want the red? I don't know if I want the red. I don't know. I don't know. This is not easy. This is not easy all the time because you're just working with what you want to work with to try to figure something out. Though this one does have a lighter red. And does it have just a black then? What a lighter black. I say lighter black because the way the stairs look would be a lighter black. No, it's blue. Let's try that. See, because these are like a smoky color. That's why I was wondering if there's a different color for it. Does this have a smoky? No, it's too light. I need more options. Oh, that's kind of close. Okay, let's do that. So this upstairs, like I said, will probably be where we put the clothing racks and maybe a bathroom. No, maybe a bathroom downstairs. Let's see here, because we have this down here. Now the outside of the warehouse, I mean, I don't know. Because it is technically a warehouse, and of course, is the whole thing going to be able to be brought in? Each of these are separate rooms. That is kind of annoying. I should have done it on a different lot. That would have made things so much easier. Let's see here. You know, I think I should. Why am I doing this? Because I'm going to have to do it two separate areas. Oh, yeah. See, I changed the walls. And you can see it right there. Okay. So let's go here. And then it's such a weird thing to be like, I'm going to upload this to the gallery. So save the room. We'll delete later. Oh. We'll just say no. No, we'll delete later. And then, come on. I've never taken this long before. It's just a little square box. My god. That's fine. That's fine. It'll take a little while. I have a PC that's older than sin. So. Alright. Are you going to cause a problem with that? Because that's so annoying. Come on. It just says no. It shouldn't be that hard to screw. You know what? You suck. Okay, try it again. It could be my internet too. I mean, honestly, if you can't get it up there in like a second, then my internet's being a poop head. Because that's just the way that is. And I don't have my other cat in the room. I have my white cat, but not my black cat. And she's usually good luck, so I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. If after this it doesn't work, then you know what? I really don't care. We'll just do it there and we'll just figure out an upload later for both of the sets. Because I just want to get it finished. And I think that's just, you know, regular errors for regular people. It happens all the time. I know. So the server's having an issue. So we'll just, you know, screw it. Screw it. Okay. So let's go here. Now, outside, what do I want? I don't know if I want... Like, this I kind of like. It definitely screams. Alright. Let's see. I like it. It's a dark, dingy, kind of like look. And then, like, that's the top. So, you know, that's not too bad. And then, can I do no, it doesn't work because I don't think I have this here for that exterior trim. No. Okay. I don't have a roof on this bad boy. What about foundation? Can I do it? No. Okay. You know what? There is the fence here, which, do they have a gray color? I can, like, do this. Actually, I like that better. I'll just have that as kind of like a building for it. Okay. Now, the inside, this is where it's going to be fun because I kind of want some walls that are going to be a little bit more vibrant. But this is really loud. This is a little darker, but still loud. Let's see. That does not go with the chic look I'm trying to go for here. Let's see. That's too, like, yeah, no. Well, that's dark red. Because I'm trying to like, I want to do red and black, but I think the walls should probably be bright because everything else in the room will be a little bit more dark. Okay, and I don't know if there should be actual windows in this thing. I don't think there should be windows. But maybe a way to enter would be nice. I know that I'll probably add some stuff later, but I think I just want the basics. Let's see here. Do it like that. Alright. So just a spot, and then I can let people actually decide how they want to set it up there. And then that can be like just the entrance for that. And then we can have like a little waiting room, and we can put this right here. So that way there's a spot where they can just like come in. Let's put this right here. Now so far, that looks actually not so bad. Do they have, well, okay. So the options are not as fun for that. I mean, the black is better. Yeah, I like the black better. I'm gonna just have pops of this, apparently, because that's just weird. Now, what is this bad boy here? It's an end table. Okay, that makes more sense. Now, does that have a red swatch where we can put a pop of, like, red? That looks really awkward. Okay, well, you know what? Fine. I will find ways to put pops of color into this build somehow. Now, here is my own best thoughts mirror. Let's see here. Let's move it like that. And then it can just be a nice little red mirror that pop there. I will make it all make sense. I promise. It will all make sense eventually. Let's see here. Right next to like a little separation here. Because they want to be able to see like what the models are doing over here. Now I'm going to use this. And we need a couple of these spots for a shoot. So I think I'm going to do 2 shoots. And that way it's a little easier to just like have their space. Now, is there anything I can use as a divider? Like, what is this? It is a divider. Okay, cool. So we'll put a divider right there. And that way there's 2 little like shoot spaces. Let's change. Can I change the colors? There's black. Black and white. Let's just stick with the white because that seems a little bit more traditional, because once they get into it, like they like to have backgrounds that they can alter themselves. Now what is this one? This is a fashion backdrop, so we do need a separate spot for that. So maybe some place where we can have a little bit of privacy. It's right next to there. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. And then that actually can end up being like a wall of some sort. Like we can have a nice little wall set up. So there is like a way they can get into here. But it is a fashion thing. So they can, yeah, there we go. Oh, that's just fine. But then you have this here, and that kind of sucks. But we will figure it out. Now, the painting, you know, the painting should be like something that's a little bit more, where are you going? Why won't you alter? Okay, so this is not letting me actually go ahead and move it the way I want it to move it. So, probably have to put a wall right here to put it on there. But I don't want to add, oh, maybe I do add a wall. And then maybe an archway? I was trying not to add like extra rooms into this thing. Stuff packs are just, oh my geez. So maybe I can do this. And it's its own little like setup room, because I'm going to need cameras and stuff, which I can do. And that's fine. But let's get an arch in. A nice little black arch. Yeah? How about one that's actually square? That's going to trigger me. I know. It's weird. It's a weird little trigger, but like... Okay. So there's that. And then let's do... like that. That way there's a small little spot here where they can just like pose in front of it. And we don't have to worry about it. And I'll just go ahead and copy this. Cover the walls on both sides. Perfect. Okay. So there's a little fashion spot. There's two doubles. I don't see as a bad thing. I think it'd be kind of nice to little double up there. This is supposed to be just like a little walk-in anyways, so, or like a little spot for them to sit in. Now, let's see here. This is gonna go upstairs because I want this to be like the changing area. So that's why I'm gonna put that there. And then let's see here. We have these lights. So maybe, oh, those are too low. Let's see. I do want to use them. So we'll just put them like right up here. Just so I said I used them because I'm using those other lights and I'm sorry, but like that's just, come on, stop. Hey, behave. Okay. Is it even? Yes. Okay. So that'll be like right above that room. It is used. We don't have to worry about it anymore. Now we do have this sign here. It is a neon sign. We could put it in this room here. And that'll be a good way to light up that room. Now we do have a couple of these, and these ones are actually pretty good, which putting them in the corner would light up that way. So that way they're lighting up the room there. This is another studio light, but I kind of feel like this would be a good fashion light for not right there. There we go. Like right there. So that way it's lighting up that section. This here. Now, we got to change the rug. So let's change the rug. We have one. Okay, so that sounds about not pocket outs. Not that. Okay, let's do that one. We'll copy it. We'll go upstairs and we'll make this basically the whole rug for the whole room. I feel like every time I try to like get something on there, it's like, no, I don't want to behave. But like that. And this way we have, why can the design tool be used on that? Hold on. Let's do all this. Let's go in here. Done. Okay, where are you at? I want everything shown. Okay. Where is, there it is. Okay, there's no way to change the color. Well, that's stupid. I'm just will have to deal with it. Okay. I know. Now, let's go, we'll need this up here. Because it looks like it'd be a good spot to sit on. Can they sit on that? I don't know if they can sit on that. Huh. Alright, well, it's supposed to be repurposed gear, so we need to double that up. Do two there, see if they can change the color. We'll have one red. Oh, we'll have both red. Now we can add a little more red into the room. And then we'll probably need a couple of these. Now, should I have a changing spot? I mean, I don't know if I should have a changing spot. Like, when we have these in here, like they have a couple of those. We have a couple chests here, so it gives it a little bit more thing. Put those a little bit closer because I don't think there's plants in here, and I do want to add plants. That's actually one thing I do want to add. So let me go ahead and do this. The neon sign. Actually, I think I might put it outside. Just because it could be like, hey, this is where you're at. Now, here is that. We'll just put that there. Move this over one. Because that would be a good area for the models to change. And I like this color that they have already for these, but let me take a look and see if there's another one. That one has the red and white there. This one sticks with that little pops of red. So yeah, so I'm going to keep that just because I like it. Now let's see here. This is a coffee table. So there's no reason for a coffee table to be up there. But there is if you're down here waiting to like talk to the photographer and get that taken care of there. Now this maybe should go back upstairs. Like we could put it up here. Can I make it bigger without it? Oh, no. Nope. Okay. Huh. That's a little strange. I don't know if I like that. I'll just put it down here. I don't really like that so much. I think it's such an odd item. I mean, it's just shaped weird, so I find it weird. Now this is just like a amp stack. Why is there? I don't know, but on the corner. It's going to be where the funky things go, where we're just like, okay, well, that's weird. And then we're just going to put it there. Now, next thing we have to work with here is I'm so shiny. Maybe that can be like one of the items that they're taking photos of. Like they're going to sell some products or something and put that there. And then we could probably put another one. Let's go ahead and copy it. And then we could put this like in the corner and have it be something there. Now, I don't know if I like having this thing with just like a, yeah, there we go. Now I don't know if I like it. Maybe a double, like a double wall ornament or like double wall bookshelf. Give it a little bit of a, open it up a little more, I guess. So this is the photography spot. So we want one to go in the center here, facing there. There's plenty of room for them to go, but we also need a second one because this one is going to go for this particular one. So that way they can face that one. Now, I know the camera is not on there right now, so I'm going to add the cameras afterwards, but can I change these? So they're a little bit brighter and you can see them a little bit better. Yeah, okay. Now we're going to copy this one. We're going to put this light over here. Very nice. And let's go ahead and see if just right there, a little more backlighting would kind of work. Because this side may not have exactly the same amount where we can do that. Just like that. Okay. I think you should still be able to walk in the room when it's like that, but let me see if I can move this a little bit. And then maybe move this one up a little more. Move that up a little more so there's a little bit more space. Okay. A couple extra lights. Honestly, I probably don't need that one. And then this one actually could be that spot because then they have the extra light for where the actual models would be in there. Now this will just be like an entry sign, so like, hey, you are here. And this is just some extras that we have on the walls here because, you know, when you're in there you're going to want to see where the extra stuff is from them. And this is a photography spot here too, so I probably need, well, they could take it with their camera and that can be like the camera spot. Now this is the item that we need two of, I think, because I think I could put it right on there. So let me see. Let me go ahead and flip. Yep, get on there. Can I flip it around? Can I not flip it around? Let me flip myself around. There we go. And then, do I have this like the wrong way? Yeah, I think I have that the wrong way. All right, grab another one of these. Stop. Okay. There we go. I probably had it the wrong way. Okay, can we change the color of the cameras though? Well, I mean, we can. Either way, it's going to be like very dark. Okay, you know what? That works. We'll just do that. Now, we also need to put these up. So I think we need like a couple. Now, we don't have any pictures. I'm not going to take any pictures because obviously the person who's going to use this can go ahead and put the pictures where they want them. There's the cue right there. And now these don't all match, so I'm going to have to get them matching before I go ahead and finish everything. This is, was it the Liberian? The Liberian. Nope. Corner. There we go. All right. I like things in corners. If you don't ever notice anything, I like to put things like at an angle. It's very strange. I know. I'm sorry. Now, let's see what we got here. What is this? Photographer's irritation. I mean, I wouldn't mind sticking that in on the table. Make that black and red as well. And I think this is the last item, which is neat. I'll put that right there. And then it's just like a bunch of actual magazines, which is too cool. So I'll do that. Oh, I like that much better. Now we don't need an extra seat. We have a couple of these here, there. Do we have like a, I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want to add in here. Now there's really not like a lot that you'd be adding into this particular space. But do we have anything extra that I might be able to add just a little bit of an extra oomph? Now that one is with that, so that is fine. This is a clear digital camera, but can we put that on the shelf? We can. I mean, that's pretty cute. Having some like different types of cameras on the shelf that we actually have in game is, oh, I already have that one. There we go. Kind of like that. I kind of like that there are separate cameras that you can use. And be like, there's a few of them you can see. Let's go into decorations. I promise you I can talk. It just, you know, it is the way it is. Let's see. Oh, you just want to put down there. I don't really like that down there. Just little extras. I want to put this like, no, because there's no actual ceiling there. How about a small sculpture? Do we have a small sculpture I can put in this corner? Something that might be cute, something that might fit the theme a little bit. Or maybe I'll just find, oh my gosh, maybe I'll just find him. He looks like he's posing, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's just cute. We're just put him in there because why not have a gnome? Why not have a gnome? Okay, and I don't think there is a changing space in here. I'm trying to figure out what would be a good spot, because they're just gonna like flip and do that. But do we have like seating, like surfaces? No, let's do comfort. And maybe they have some weird like, yes, these. Okay, let's see if they have one that's in a, that's a white and red. Do they have one? That's a little bougie. Do they have the bougie? That's that. Like, in front of each of these, we can have one of those. Let me put, no, not through the wall. There we go. One of those in the middle there. And actually, if I move this in, move this one in, I can move this one here. And then just have that be like the way the room is set up, so they can come upstairs, they can go get changed. We need some plants, and I think I'm going to be done with this. I promise. I think I'm going to be done with this. But I do want a couple indoor plants upstairs. Maybe something that would go with the vibe. It's kind of pretty. A little small, but not too bad. I mean, it's a nice little area for that. I do kind of want a picture up on the wall too, because I think a picture might be good. Let's see, do you have this in a pretty red? Does it actually, oh, it fits on there. I don't know if I want to put that there though. I don't know if I want to do it. Don't let me do it. Oh, that's too big. I mean, that's too big as well. That's too small. This one looks like it's got legs. I kind of like the legs. I was kind of hoping for something a little, like, not weird like that. When you don't have all the packs set in because you're doing a let's play, that definitely does ruin the vibe. Okay, do we have it in black? Kind of reminds me of a ficus, right? What is it? What is it? It's an all of you forever tree. Not a ficus. That's, I don't know. That's cute. Okay, let's get a portrait up. See if we get a nice little lady face or something. And then we should be actually done with this. It's actually pretty cool. It's smaller. It has room if you're going to be in a photography career. Ooh, here we go. It's a little low. Actually, can I? There we go. Okay, and this wall is empty as well. Is there a different version? Ooh, there is. Oh, centered. There we go. So we got a couple portraits. Those are pretty cute. And then what's down here? We can probably do the same on this wall. We have a third one in here. Let's go down, make it smaller. All right, now finishing up here, because I forgot that I was doing that as well. Let me do that. Do this. we go. And honestly, this one does not fit theme, but put it over there. Maybe certificates can go in there. Let me grab another one of these. Do it like that, and then I can grab one of those. I do it like that. Okay, now you can put some pictures in there, and it'd be pretty awesome. I think the room looks pretty good. We haven't miscellaneous stuff there. We got the lighting in here, so you can do the modeling here, or you can put an object on there and take pictures, and you can sell it to paparazzi. So that's what that space is right there. I did add a couple extra pieces, but that's fine. I have the light here because I didn't really know where to put it because it was driving me crazy, and it would have been too low hanging for this little space. But the stairs do go up, so you can go up right here, and you can go into the changing space. So you can still hear everything down there. You know what's going on when you need to go down there to take your pictures, changing stuff, places to sit, pretty pictures. I actually think that's pretty cute. And then there we go. Now, I don't really know what to do with this spot right here. I don't want to like cover it because I feel like it'll ruin the lighting. So I'm just going to leave it. So that's that right there. This is the Moschino Stuff Pack. And I'm going to go ahead, and once the internet is working a little bit better, or the gallery is working better, I will have each part, because you have to do them in separate parts, uploaded to the gallery under Pixioid. So that's Pixioid. Chances are once this video comes out, it'll already be up there. So go ahead, check it out. Don't hesitate to download, and have a great rest of your day. Dag dag.